Welcome again to the narrative where it's okay to be curious. Like, share and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future video uploads. Drop a comment. Now, Carifta 50. For those of you who don't know what Carifta is literally Caribbean track and field events for the entire Caribbean. It's only Caribbean athletes who participate in the Carifta Games. Now, Carifta Games, Jamaica is known to do very well at the Carifta Games, and it's where a lot of stars are born. A lot of stars get their first opportunity to shine on the world stage outside of the World Championship and Olympics. That's where it starts, at the Carifta. Now, I want to say that I don't think Jamaica is using their best teams right now. They're not sending the best and their best athlete. So in some ways, the Jamaica does not respect Carifta the same way how other Caribbean athletes respect Carifta. Having said that, there are some controversies that are surrounding athletes in Carifta right now, and even some injuries which ask the question, do we really need the Jamaican athletes, the ones who are way above the average, the ones who are elite at this point, to compete at Carifta? It could be that's a very good question to ask, right? Now, there have been an event yesterday, a series of events towards the end of the day 2 in the Carifta Games. The relays, the under 17 and under 20 relays. Now, at the end of the day, Jamaica won 3 of 4 of the 100-meter relays. Bahamas won 1. Now, in the first relay of the day, the under 17, the Jamaica ladies, they took that one. They ran a good race and they won. There's a headline here now: controversy reign as under 24x1 relay will be rerun following protests, and Jamaica under 17 boys and girls teams disqualified. So Jamaica won 3 of the 4 relays and they were stripped of 2 of the medals, and the third will need to be rerun. So the only safe race in those relays for Jamaica right now is the under 20, which they won without any controversy or anything like that. Now, Jamaica came second in the under 17. So Jamaica medal in all 4 relays, except that they won 3 of the 4. The controversy is that in the under 20 4x1 relays, Jamaica won, but Bahamas had a problem at the start. The Bahama first runner, he stayed in the block. He didn't get up. After about 50 meters in the first leg, they decided to call back the race. So they had to rerun, but they rerun it immediately. Bahamas ended up running a really good race, but Jamaica edged them out towards the end, chased him down, passed him, and won an epic race. And that, obviously, to me, was among the top 1 or 2 race of the event so far. The 1500 under 17 probably is the number 1 race, but that 4x1s under 20 men relay race was amazing. It was amazing. It had everything that a star-studded race would have. And Mark, the Nkume, Jamaica's best under 20 athlete, he was injured. He wasn't able to participate in that event. Nonetheless, the Jamaica team still did amazing. The problem is that the race will have to be rerun because other athletes protest that they didn't get enough time to recover. They didn't get enough time to recover after such a bad decision was made on the first leg. Now, having the race rerun create several problems. You cannot relive that kind of event. The way how the race was run, the amount of emotions that the athlete put into that first race, you cannot relive it. It was a disadvantage to all athletes, not just to Jamaica or Bahamas. It was a disadvantage to all athletes. Everybody who rerun had the same disadvantage, including the Bahamas. The Bahamas was the team that should have been disqualified, and if they were going to rerun the race, they should have rerun that race without the Bahamas. Hence, if there was any action to be made, they should have just disqualified Bahamas. That's my opinion. I watched the race. It didn't make sense that they called back the race 50 meters in when all athletes except the Bahamas athlete started the race. Now, there are several problems with that. It's because it's hosted in Bahamas. Bahamas are doing really well, and this could disrupt the points standing. Jamaica lost 2 medals because the under-17 boys who came second, their silver, they got disqualified, and the under-17 girls, they got disqualified for running outside of the lane or something on the field. So they're losing 2 medals, and the third is calling into question. How do you guys feel about that? How do you feel about this event going on in that last day? Is it that the other Caribbean teams are taking this thing too serious, where they are starting to make the sport seem like it's not worth it? Because already you're seeing that the Jamaican athletes or the Jamaican athletic management team, they are not taking it as serious as they could, because they are not going to put the additional strain on the athletes for them to go out and perform after a very rigorous championship, boys and girls championship in Jamaica, which we saw really high performance, probably higher performance than the Carifta. Those athletes, by the time they get to the Carifta, they're already either burnt out or strained to the point where they could injure themselves. And while still running at that level, they are struggling. They are struggling to keep their medals. In the 100-meter men, none of the Jamaican athletes got a chance at gold because one got injured and the other got disqualified in the semi-finals. So there are several things going against the Jamaican team, and this is not me saying that the Jamaican team didn't do anything right or wrong, but having that race, that under-20 race being called back, is not fair. I don't think it is fair. I think it's injustice to the entire group, because all runners in that relay team were at the same disadvantage. The only thing is that Jamaica outshine all of them under that kind of pressure. The problem team in that under-20 was the Bahamas, and if you look at it, the team that benefits the most from all of these controversies is the Bahamas. The team that benefits the least from all these controversies is Jamaica. Something doesn't add up here. Nonetheless, Jamaica, I think they should take the Carifta Games more seriously at this point. If they were taking it seriously in the past when they were dominating, they need to reconsider taking the foot off the gas, because they are showing their hand by not sending their best team. They are removing the dominance. They are removing that psychological edge. They need to continue to send their best team and perform at the highest possible level. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. What were your high points at this Carifta game, and what are some of the obvious problems? There are so many things that you could talk about, except that the broadcasting rights doesn't allow us, the observers, to show snippets, even if it's for educational purpose or for entertainment. They are very rigorous in their striking and copywriting of these events. So I wish I could have analyzed a race and show a race, but I am trying to be cautious, because the smallest things will take your channel off the internet. Drop a comment down below and let me know how you guys feel. Rewrite narrative, like and share and subscribe.